So today we're going to discuss how to run statistical tests in SPSS, and for parametric tests, which we're going to start with, we're going to assume that all data are normally distributed. So we'll not check for normality assumptions or homogeneity assumptions. So just because it's just to show you where to find the statistical test in the SPSS user interface. Okay, so you start with the t-test for independent samples, where the assumptions are the dependent variable should be measured at the interval or ratio level. The independent variable should consist of two categorical independent groups. There should be an independence of observations, and the dependent variable should be approximately normally distributed, and there is need for homogeneous variances. So these are the 5 assumptions for your t-test. So for the example problem, listed here the SAT scores of students in mathematics at 0.05 level of significance. Can it be concluded that scores of female students varies from male students? Okay, so this is now the data. And so this is the student, and this is your sex, because that's the categorical variable, either male or female. And then this is now the math SAT score. Okay, so we add another column here to exchange the values for male and female to numerical, because it's easier to paste in SPSS. So you can actually do Control F and find all the data as well. So that's fine. I replace all the data as well. Okay. And then in your SPSS, you go to variable view, and then you hide here your sex, and then the math SAT score. And so this is now nominal since it's categorical, and this is now scale or interval data. And then you can just have this one as 0 and this one as 0 as well. And then for the values for sex, we have 1 for female and 2 for male. Okay. Then for your data view, you go back here to your Excel file, and then you just copy the data set and then paste it in your SPSS. Okay. So this is now male and female. And then for your t-test for independent samples, analyze, compare means and proportions, and then you have your independent samples t-test. Okay, just click this one, and you go to your math SAT score as the test variable and your sex as the grouping variable. Then click define groups, and then that's 1 and 2 for male and female. And then for options, it's 95% for the confidence interval percentage, because it's 0.05 level of significance. You just click continue. You can either click or unclick your effect sizes, depending on whether you need it or not. So for now, you just check that one, and then you click OK. And this is now the results. Okay? So let's copy this one. Okay? So for your independent samples t-test, that's the mean and the standard deviation for female and male scores, with the mean for female higher than the male. And then you have your here since this is 0.388, which is meaning the data is actually homogeneous, so equal variances are assumed to go here. So that's 6.97, which is greater than 0.05. So there is no significant differences between the math stat scores of male and female students. Okay, and then if you want to get the effect size, this is now, the Cohen's d is now 59.45.